ladies, welcome back to your second workout. This is going to be upper body based. I know you guys might be feeling a little sore, but you can thank me later. We're going to start our warm up with some inverted toe touches. So you're going to walk your hands all the way out into that plank position, tuck your pelvis up and under so there's a nice flat back. Then you're going to reach back towards your opposite toe and then dip those hips as you come through the movement. If you're following 8 reps or 12 reps, you're going to do 8 on each side. So you'll do a total of 16 if you're doing 8, and so on and so forth. This is a really good movement to get your upper body warmed up and stretch out your body wherever you might have soreness, things like that. Obviously, some people might not be able to reach their toes. You can kind of modify this as you see fit. Your next warm-up exercise is going to be your standing toe taps with the squat. So you're going to squat down, you're going to hinge at the hips, and then reach towards your toes, alternating. Same thing, come all the way through with that movement at the top. This is going to help stretch out those hamstrings from yesterday's leg day, and the toe taps are going to help get those shoulders and upper body working. I just wanted you to be able to see from each angle, so you can see my squat, nice form, hinging at the hips, back to the squat. You can always slow this movement down, and once again, if you can't reach all the way to your toes, it's totally okay to stop that movement as far as you can reach without injuring yourself. For those of you that are feeling really sore from Saturday's workout, don't be afraid to do some extra stretching. That's really going to make a big difference. Or if you're really brave, throw some ice in the bathtub and take a nice little ice bath. Next part of our warm-up is going to be push-ups. You can do them straight, legged, or on top of your thighs. So the biggest thing to worry about when you do them straight is to make sure you tuck that pelvis up and under so your back is flat, and you take your whole body down with you. If you're doing them on top of your thighs, same thing, tuck that butt up and under and take the whole body with you. You want to keep those heels right over your knees. It's going to help engage your core and work that upper body. Next part of our warm-up is going to be helping us work to strengthen our upper body muscles for daily activities such as whatever you may need this push movement for. That's why I do so many push-ups. If you think about it, you use the push movement a lot. This is going to be wall walk or kick-ups. So a kick-up is going to be helping you get into potentially doing a handstand. So kick your leg up as far as you can, really press off that toe, squeeze your core at the top, engaging that upper body, getting nice and loose. You're going to do, if you're doing 8 reps, do 8 on each side. As you skip to the wall walks, this is going to be for the advanced. You're going to walk your hands as close to the wall as you can. You're going to pull your core in tight. Don't let an arch get in your back, keeping your back as flat to the wall as you can. And you're going to slightly take those legs away from the wall. You want to be as controlled as possible here, because if you are just flopping your legs around up there, it's not going to do you any good. So maintain that control. 8 on each side, come back down. Welcome to your first circuit. We have tricep dips with a leg lift. So 1 dip counts as 1 rep. So you lift your legs each side. This would be 2. There you go. This is going to be the advanced version or the moderate. It kind of depends on yourself personally. When you do the tricep dip, focus here more on my right arm, as my left is a little crooked. For anyone who knows me, have an injury. You want to push back and use your triceps. Your triceps should be burning here. You can modify this exercise by bringing your feet in a little bit, bending your knees, and raising your knees instead of a straight leg. Still going to get an incredible tricep exercise here and engaging your core. So when you bring those legs up, make sure you pull your core in. Next is going to be a squat to press. Look at my hand motion here. You do not want to have your wrist flex backwards. You want your knuckles on top, facing forward. I'm going to squat down, and press that weight up as you go up. Same thing with your squat here. You want to press through the heels and send that movement all the way through to your hands. Lots of power in this movement. You can look from the side. You're going to see my squat form. You're going to see my pelvis is tucked up and in. When I say tuck your pelvis, I mean tuck your ribs to your belly button so you don't have an arch in your back that's unnatural. As far as weights, you can do this with dumbbells, you can do it with a straight bar. If you're at home, you can grab anything that resembles a 5 to 10 pound weight. You're going to roll those shoulders back. This is going to be for the moderate to the beginner. Same thing, squat down, press it up. Your hands are not as wide here, so you want to make sure you don't fall forward with your shoulders. And never let that weight go behind your head, because that's going to agitate your shoulders and cause some lower upper back issues. Not lower, obviously. And like I said, sometimes my left arm is going to look a little funky. You're just going to have to bear with me. Next, you have your set of push-ups. You can do them straight-legged. You can do them on top of your thighs, whichever you prefer. We're going to do a lot of push-ups this month. Get used to it. Next, this is going to be the advanced version. You're going to be kneeling, do a nice dumbbell row here on the bench. So your hand is in that pulled position. Pull it all the way back. You really want to keep your back nice and flat. And squeeze that shoulder blade on the top. Keeping your elbow pulled in nice and tight to your body. Engaging and working that back. Same thing. You're going to have your hand right under your shoulder, back nice and flat. And you're not going to let yourself rotate when you pull the weight. If you feel yourself rotating to the opposite side when you're rowing with the weight, that means your weight is too heavy. Because you really want to isolate that left or right side, whichever you're rowing with. The next version that I'm going to show here, you can do if you don't have a bench or if you're at home, whichever the case may be. Like I said, you can find something and use it as a weight, whether it be the laundry detergent because it has a handle or anything like that. Here you're going to hinge back, slight bend in the knees. You're going to tuck that pelvis up and under. Notice my back is nice and flat. There's no arch in my spine. You're going to have a neutral grip on the weight and then pull that elbow into your side. So you're going to pull and row here because there's no bench. Same thing goes if you feel that you are twisting to the opposite side. That means your weight is too heavy. You want to stay nice and neutral here. Same thing, slight bend in the knees. Pull that belly button in towards your spine. Straight arm, and then you pull that elbow in and pull. And try not to bring your chin too far to your chest as you're trying to work it out, because that creates an curve in the top of your spine and you want your whole spine to be straight. Next, we're back to push-ups. Just kidding, we're not doing push-ups. I'm a little ahead of myself. We're to commandos. So for the commandos, you want to have that pelvis tucked up and under. Your hands are right under your shoulders and you're lowering yourself one by one down to your forearm. Down and up is one weight or rep. So if you're going 8 reps, down and up there's 1. So then you do that for a total of 8 times 12 or whatever reps you're doing. The key here is to try and keep your hips and your core nice and still, because you want to really focus on getting this in your upper body, and forcing your core to stay still is going to engage your abdominals. If you're doing the moderate to the beginner, you want to come down to those top of the thighs just like we did for the push-ups, and you're going to come down to those hands, down to the forearms. Now you're going to do your push-ups. And you can either be straight-legged or you can come onto the top of those thighs, take those hands out to wider than shoulder width apart, and you're going to do your set amount of push-ups. Same thing, make sure you take your whole body with you, staying in a nice straight line. If you aren't doing your push-ups on your feet yet, you will be by the end of this, I promise. Next, we're going to do alternating bicep curls. We're going to take them across our body. So you're going to curl across to your opposite shoulder, keeping those elbows in close to your sides. This is really going to help to get your whole bicep and engage your tricep on the way down. Make sure that when you release the curl from left to right, you are squeezing your tricep on the way down and not just flopping the weight around. Everything needs to be nice and controlled. As you can see, my elbows are in, pulling it across my body. I'm using 20-pound dumbbells. You can do this whatever weight you need to. And if you only have one weight, do one side and then switch to the other. Next, you're going to grab your lighter set of weights. You're going to do alternating front to lateral raises. So you're going to lift it forward straight to shoulder width or shoulder height. You don't want to lift it above your shoulders either way, because that's how you're going to overextend that muscle. So you're lifting straight forward, bringing it down and out. Get another good look at my great looking arm here. Make sure that you don't get that awkward kink in your spine. Same thing, you got to pull that belly button to your rib cage. You can see it better from this side view. So you can see I pull my belly button in, tuck my rib cage up and under, or my pelvis up and under, and then I'm going to raise it out and forward. So both lifting forward and then you lift it out, that is 1 rep. So 8 total. Or you can count to 16 if you would rather count that way. Next, you're going to drop your weights and you got another set of push-ups. Your upper body should be feeling like straight fire at this point. Next, we have our conditioning. You're going to do the same amount of rounds as you did every circuit, and you are going to do 10 burpees. So if you're doing the advanced to moderate, you're jumping back, lowering yourself all the way to the ground, jumping at the top. Burpees are an amazing exercise. I know a lot of people hate them, but we're only doing 10 and maybe 3 to 5 rounds, whichever you are doing. So get up nice and high, all the way down, and press up. Next, I'm going to show you the moderate to beginner version of the burpees. So you're going to stand all the way up, step it back, lower yourself down, bring your legs in, stand all the way up. This is taking out the intensity element of the jump. These are still just as equally as tense. You got to get all the way down to the floor, press up through that upper body, press through your lower body. Next, we're going to switch to our bicycles. So the big thing here is when you lay down, you're going to bring those knees right over your hips, and you're going to flatten your spine to the ground. You don't want to have a lot of space between your spine and the mat. You bring those shoulders off the ground and alternate side to side as far as opposite elbow to opposite knee. Really engage your core as you're pulling those legs in. Don't just fling your legs around. You want to pull your legs in with those lower abdominals. Summer bodies, here we come. Really pulling with those abs, engaging your abdominals. Now, big thing here with the jacks is tuck your pelvis up towards your rib cage. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's so important to not have that inverted spine. Tuck up, jump back, jump out, pull it in. want to keep your back as flat as possible. It's going to keep you from jackknifing into your lower back, and when you're like that, you're engaging your core. Here's a version for the moderate to beginner without the jump. You can jump it back or you can step it back each way. This is kind of self-explanatory with how to modify this, bringing those knees in, stepping out, things like that. Just really, really focus